How's it going, everyone? In this video, we're going to be covering how to actually set up your Stripe account. So, Stripe, if you are not familiar with it, it's basically a payment merchant, and it's what it lets you do basically is it lets you send and receive money through TalleFlow. So if you're sending invoices out to your customers and they would like to pay, they can actually choose to pay in multiple different options, right? You can accept cash or check, right? But they can also pay with their credit card. And Stripe actually allows you to send out an invoice and allow your customer to actually pay with their credit card. So it would be pretty important for you guys to set this up. Obviously, it's not required, but it is very much recommended. So the way you can do that is you can just go to the finance tab, and here you just go to settings, scroll down, and it actually tells you right here to set up Stripe to receive payment. So all you got to do is click on get started with Stripe, and what it'll do is it'll actually take you to Stripe's own setup flow. So I'm actually just setting it up using a test account. So none of the stuff you see here is going to be my actual information. However, when you set this up, you should put in your correct information for your business or for your personal. So I'm going to just kind of go through this. They'll send you a code. And you'll put in your legal business name, um, your employer identification number, your business address, your business website. I don't think all of these are required, but you could just put everything in here that you're comfortable with, and Stripe itself will basically let you know if you're missing any information. They're pretty good at that. The CEO of my company, and I'm just gonna put a random birthday here. Da, da, da. And this is, don't worry, not actually my social. It is just fake information, just so I can kind of show you guys how this process works. So once you actually um, choose, actually, let me go back a step, right? Let me exit this. So you can actually search for your own bank account here. Um, and so once you do, it'll actually prompt you to log in to your bank account that you will use for your business. And that actually allows you to, it skipped it for me because we're using a test, but right before this step, it'll basically tell you to log into your bank account. You just got to log in using your credentials for your bank account. And then you can actually select the account that you want to connect to Stripe. So if you have a checking account, then I would just check box your checking account. So let's assume that this is my checking account. Boom. So now I've actually connected my bank account to Stripe. So I can actually, deposit the funds that I've accrued from TalleFlow into my checking account. So as you can see here, there's a couple things that I have incomplete. So Stripe will actually let you know what is required. So for example, here I'll need to actually put in an identification number. I'll actually have to put in a business number. So all those things I'll actually have to do to complete my setup. So this is kind of what you got to do. And then once you complete all of these steps, you can just hit agree and submit. So something to note as well is the business type selector. So the way that you actually get to this page is you go up here and you choose business type. So these are all steps in the flow. So if I'm choosing the business type, make sure that you have an accurate understanding of what you need to select, right? If you are a registered company and you have an S Corp or an LLC, make sure that you choose company. I will say I am not somebody that can provide, or TalleFlow cannot provide you with necessarily legal advice. But if you are somebody that is, freelancing, or if you're doing stuff, that you're not necessarily registered as your own company, you could just select individual. And this is actually a lot quicker of a process. I'll just have to add my personal information, your SSN, right? And I'm just going to put in some fake information here. This is just a random address. I don't really know whose address that is. Click continue. Choose my industry. I'll just put in TalleFlow.com. So it's going to verify all of your information. And once everything is verified, and I'm just going to let it load here. Awesome. So everything's been verified. So now I can hit agree and submit. Sweet. So now I've pretty much unlocked my finance dashboard, so I can see my finance overview. I can see my balance and any transactions that happen. So any invoices sent or payments received. I can get access to any payouts. And what you'll see here is now your Stripe account is active. So when you see this message, you'll know that you did everything correctly and you should be all set. Awesome. So thanks for watching, guys. And of course, as always, just definitely let us know if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out. Thank you.